So my name's Claudia Wales. I did the level 4 buying and merchandising course here at the FRA. So I chose the FRA because of their direct links to industry. I thought it was great that I would be able to have that one-to-one experience with people in the industry, and it really pushed me further rather than going to do a degree. I did some internships at Next before I started at the FRA, and in both design and buy-in, and I loved the buying course because it was more to do with numbers. It had the supplier elements to it. It was really exciting. Even though I loved the creative side to design, I thought buying was definitely a little bit more suited to me. Honestly, the course was amazing. It was what I would want it to be. It was the direct path into the industry. I wanted to get my foot in the door as soon as I possibly could, and my one-year course really helped me do that. Like I said before, the direct links to industry, being able to work with brands such as Net-a-Porter, Selfridges and WGSN, like these things on my CV really stood out and enabled me to get a job very quickly. Highlight of the course was working with the brands, but also meeting like-minded people to myself. I always didn't really have friends that were into fashion, and this course really enabled me to meet people and really network in the industry and meet girls that are really lovely and into fashion just like me. The hardest part would have been presenting to big people high up in the industry that I didn't think I would probably present to. It was a lot of pressure, but it's only going to set you up greater for your industry life and working every day. So my favourite module was when we created our own ranges. So we took from inspiration from WGSN all the way to creating a range on Photoshop, and we had to fully explain our reasonings, and it's what buyers do in head office, so it was fully creative, and I love the creative side of buying. It's definitely my favourite rather than the numeracy side, but it was seeing everyone else's work and just like talking about all of our inspiration and finding new platforms to get inspiration from. It was so inspiring and interesting. Recently just got a job at ASOS. I am a buying admin assistant in the menswear department for activewear. I start next week, very exciting. The things that I learned in my one-year course, really pushed me to know what to say in interviews, know how to talk to people in industry, just push me that extra bit further, and also separate me from the people that did the degrees and did the uni courses, because people in industry see FRA on your resume and that it really sets you out from other people. I definitely have got that feedback from my interviews. I think if you want to be a buyer, you definitely have to be driven, forward thinking, and just this course also, I have friends that have done the same level 4 course as me, and they don't want to do buying anymore. They're going into being a garment tech or a designer now, and I think it's definitely a course that if you're not 100% sure on which element of fashion you want to go in, it's definitely a great stepping stone into other elements of the industry. It teaches you basic elements of everyday working lives in the head office, and I think people from head office definitely see the difference in FRA students. Yeah, I think there was definitely people on my course that wanted to do buying and now want to do something different, and it just opens up so many other doors that you wouldn't think. I feel 100% prepared, and it was also the stuff that I didn't know before, like just etiquette in the head office, and obviously my course tutor, she was ex-top man, and just hearing her stories as well, it really just gets you ready, and like I said before, just gets your foot in the door basically. But also like stuff that's not relevant to buying. And just in fashion, like my friends have gone on to do business management, fashion management courses, and I definitely think my course was a little bit of that as well. And obviously it's not just buying, it's merchandising as well. So you have the Excel side of it, you have the mathematics side of it, and it definitely does push you to get better at your basic skills that you need for a job as well. Yes, I would highly recommend the FRA. It was great. It was, honestly, if I could go back and do it again, I probably would. Just my 1 year.